Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? This is the time we've been waiting for. So, some of you might have seen my post this morning talking about this business opportunity coming up this evening. So, and it's now 8 o'clock, and this is just the time, guys. Stay tuned and don't go away. So, you're going to be hearing from our amazing speaker tonight, which is one of the big boss in the business. So guys, stay tuned and watch. And thank you, Star Blessing, for jumping on board. How are you doing, sis? So yeah, I'm gonna be turning my camera over to my laptop now, where we'll be hearing from our amazing boss, one of the top boss in the company. So we'll be hearing about this business and the product from them. Thank you for joining me. I'll be turning my camera around now. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. So thank you. Welcome, everybody. I'm just so honoured and humbled to have one of our special guests that is coming to speak to us. I've got a couple of questions to ask him. I know that there are other people that probably have some burning questions to ask him. But before we ask him, I just want to introduce myself for those people that don't know me. My name is Olivia Rifai. I am not... someone's just told me to record. I'm not going to share too much of my story because of time, and we do have amazing speakers, and I really do want you to hear the speakers. Just to tell you that this opportunity that we're talking about, a lot of people might be asking, what is this opportunity? What's all this about? Welcome. One thing I would say to you is that you have done one step better than what I did. When I was presented with this amazing opportunity, guess what I said? I told my husband that actually introduced me to it through my upline, Constance. I told him no, I wasn't interested. So the fact that you may be on this call today, or you're actually watching via Facebook and you're going to stay, then big congratulations to you, and well done, because you did a lot better than what I did. If there is one thing that I would say, the biggest regret that I can say in regards to this opportunity is that I did not say yes when I should have said yes. Everything else about my journey on this has been absolutely amazing. And maybe another time I will share my journey and so far on this. But it's not about me today, it's about our guests that have actually jumped on. So thank you again for jumping on. Can I just say, our special guest speaker that we're going to have to speak first, Ernesto Hartok. I hope I pronounced his surname correctly. Fantastic. I just feel, because I'm going to just speak how I feel. I have not met him, but I feel that I know him. I don't know if you know, when you feel that you know somebody. I feel that I know him. I haven't physically actually met him yet, but I look forward to when I actually physically meet him. But I just want to say thank you so much, Ernesto, for jumping on to come and speak to us about this amazing opportunity. I've seen you, I've been on a lot of your Zoom calls. I've seen you on Facebook Live. You've come to our upline Constance's Zooms to come and empower us. So I feel that's why I feel that I know you, that I feel that we're paddies, that yes, I rub shoulders with Ernesto because of that. I know that when we actually physically meet, I know that I won't be. You probably don't know me, but I definitely 100% know who you are. So thank you so much for honouring this invitation. I do not take this lightly. And for those that are watching, whether you're here or whether you're watching via Facebook, this is what I love about our company, this amazing company that we are part of. You know, where you can be able to relax and be able to have a conversation with people that are in the corporate directors and things, and have a proper conversation without fear, without prejudice, without anything. That alone gives definitely total thumbs up on that. And even for that reason alone is a reason why you should really be joining this amazing company and this amazing opportunity, apart from the different other facets of what we have as well. But just bring in Ernesto, and thank you so much for coming. I've got a few questions, and I know that on top of those few questions, you probably want to be inspiring us as well. So, let's just start from the very, very beginning. Ernesto, who is Ernesto Hartog? Who is he? How did he actually start this with our amazing company? How did you get started? Who are you? Because there are many people that are actually in the business that probably don't know who you are. I know that in the last a few months ago, some positions were changed. You were doing one thing and now you're doing another. And there's some people that have actually maybe just joined the business. Let's find out, because you're going to be with us for a couple of minutes, maybe about 10, 15 minutes. And if you want to stay, how long we have our Zooms. So we want to feel comfortable. We want to feel comfortable with who you are, how you got involved in this. Please share.
Oh, thank you very much for this kind introduction. And I feel you too. I feel you too. Definitely. And I'm half Dutch, half Italian. And been with the company for 27 years.
Wow.
27 years is a long time. And I started actually 27 years ago after my time in the Navy. So I was like traveling the world, seeing the world and being in the Navy. And after that time, I didn't know what to do. So I saw an ad in the paper where they were looking for call center people, the call center, picking up the phone. So I said, you know what, maybe this is something, because I speak some languages. So I said, you know what, why not? That was in Amsterdam at that time. So they were building up this big head office in Amsterdam. So I started there, and this is where I started with Juice Plus. So I picked up the phone. I was on the phone. As all these partners that are with us, they call up the call center, asking questions. This is what I was doing. So that's what I was doing in the first 1.5, 2 years. I became a supervisor of the department because I stuck my nose in everything which was interesting, and I was always doing something else, and I was always trying to learn more and do more. Then actually, when the office closed in Amsterdam, I moved to Basel, Switzerland, and I became actually the head of the franchise support team and of the customer care team. Then they asked me to be the head of logistics, which I did as well. Then they asked me to become the head of the IT department. So then I became the operations manager. I did that for 12 years for the countries Germany, Switzerland, and Austria from Switzerland. Then I said, you know what, I married a beautiful woman, a beautiful Polish woman. I traveled back and forward to Poland, and I said, you know what, we need to open this country. This is a beautiful country. So what I did, I said, listen, I talked to the director. I said, listen, let's open up Poland. He said, okay, prepare everything, and we'll make a showcase, and we present it to the board, which he did. And then he said, you know what, we open up Poland, but you need to go there. So I moved there with my family. I already had 2 kids. I took the whole family from Switzerland and lived in Warsaw in Poland for 6 years, which was an amazing time, which was personal development for me as well, which was important for me. Then I was asked to add the countries Holland and Belgium to my portfolio of countries that I was taking care of. Then I moved back to Switzerland after 6 years in Poland and became the regional director for Central Europe, which was Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Holland, Belgium, Luxembourg, Poland, France, and Israel. I did that for 5.5 years. And as you said in the beginning, in the middle of this year, in May, I was offered a new position, which is a European EMEA position, and that is the director of partner relations, which is, I think, the best position ever, because it's all about the relationship between the partners and the company and the company and the partners. And this is what I do all day. I talk to a lot of people, and this also shows you how important it is for the company to have people, more people in the field, listening to our partners out there and interacting with our leadership there. So this is a little bit in a nutshell what I've been doing in the past 27 years, Olivia.
Wow. You answered my second question, but I want to just go back. I picked on something as you were talking. I noticed that you talk with passion, okay, about what you've done. But you said you've been in this business for 27 years. What made you stay? Because someone that stays in a business for 27 years, there must be something in it that allowed you to stay for 27 years.
Yes, good question, actually. I get asked that a lot. Why did you stay for 27 years? I think there's a few things. The first one is I get out of bed and I'm able to make a difference in people's lives, which is beautiful, which is great, which is something that I want to do, right? Then the second thing why I stayed with this company is to see the personal growth of people. You see how they start with us. You see how they're in the middle. They see how they become inspirational leaders on the main stage, talking to thousands of people. That inspires me to see this whole transformation, I would say. And the third one is the people. All the people, is the relationships. It's really the connection between the company and the partners and how we interact. The mission, the values, what we are actually portraying, this is what I see in our partners as well. So I cannot believe, and I would never go to another company because I just love what I do here. And I think that no other company for me is doing what we are doing with our partners.
You said something, Ernesto, you said something that you love the relationship that you have with the company and with the partners. And for those of you that have joined, that don't know anything about the business, this is a typical example right now that you are demonstrating, Ernesto, where the company, the corporate world of the Juice Plus company is actually being in relation with the people of us that are actually in the field, the franchisees. How many people, if we all look, how many people in our jobs that the CEOs or directors would come down, sit down? It's almost like you're sitting down and having a cup of coffee. I know we don't have coffee in our hands, but sitting down, relaxing. If we're honest with ourselves, those of you that are watching or those of you are here, how many times in the companies that you are in that we would have people, and this is a demonstration of where the corporates actually come in contact with those of us that are actually in the field. We're talking about those in the field, and some people go, what does that mean? Those of you that are in the field, does that mean that they're outside in the field? What does that think? And I like the word, I like how you use field, because I've got another take on that. But what do you mean? Because people might feel, what does that mean in the field? Who are you referring to?
Yeah, I talk to when I say in the field, I mean the people that are actually sharing the mission. This is what they are doing. I always say that we are not selling a product. We are not selling an opportunity. We are all on a mission, Olivia, and you know that. You feel that. That is a totally different feeling. You're not like, oh, you want a product? Oh, you want a business? No, I'm on a mission. We are inspiring healthy living around the world. And this is in the field. You can only do that by contacting people, contacting new possible partners, possible customers. And this is what I mean with the field. The people that are every day out there next to their job or 100% doing Juice Plus, talking about the mission, sharing the mission. And this is a beautiful thing to share, right? Because it's not like alcohol or cigarettes. No, you're doing good. It's a beautiful thing. You can talk about it, and you should talk about it. When you're filling up your car, when you're at a meeting, when you're talking to somebody, it's a natural thing of sharing. So the people that share the mission, these are the people in the field.
Thank you. So sharing the mission. So once I move on now, listen, how easy is it to join this mission of sharing? How easy is it? for people
it's
to
as
join?
easy as ABC 1, 2, 3, right? I would say. I mean, what do? You join the team, right? You share the mission, you inspire others, and you duplicate. It's not more. I mean, it's very important that you are inspired and that you feel that this is something good. You use all the products because you want to become a product of the product, and you want to use all the products, you want to know all about the product. So this is something that is very important, and then you start sharing, which is a normal thing. How often have you spoke about a good movie or something that you were a good restaurant? You share with people because you care for them. This is what you're doing. So it's really easy to start, right, for everybody between 18 and open ends, right? Everybody, because I personally know partners that are like 80, 85 years old, been with us for 20 years, 25 years, which is amazing, which is beautiful to see that we are actually an inclusive company. Everybody has the same opportunity here. It is a business. Yes, you need to put something into it. Yes, input is equal to output, so you just need to put things in. Otherwise, nothing comes out, right? This is not a business where you can say, I've signed up, and now I'm waiting until success will come. It's not the case, right? It's like every other business. You need to put something into it, but then it's for everybody, right? And you need to be you need to be in it for the right reason as well, right? Now, a lot of people are in it to say, okay, I want to make this big, which is great. There's other people that say, no, give me the additional 50 pounds, give me the additional 100 pounds, give me the additional 20 pounds, depending on how much you put into there, right? So it is what you get out of it, right? And I think this is so beautiful. You are getting actually a brand which is known out there. You get like a full package, you get a team, you get inspiration from the team. So if you ask me, how easy is it to join? It is easy to join. You need to put some effort into it, and then the sky is the limit. It depends all on you and what you put into it.
That's right.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. It's what you put into it. And, there's no race in it. People do it at whatever pace that you want to go into doing it. And, as long as you put the effort, then you will definitely get the results. One of the questions that, and I'm sure those people that are here for the first time are going to ask, there are so many network marketing businesses out there. Okay, what is the benefit? And we're talking about health, and they may argue the fact that, well, there are some health network marketing businesses out there as well. So what are the benefits? What's unique about this company that they shouldn't go, well, obviously they have a choice, but what's unique? What are the benefits, the key benefits of joining this company? So it's good. I mean, us that are in the field, we can tell people, but it's nice to hear from the corporate side. What are the benefits of actually joining this business?
I mean, one of the benefits is right here. 50 years on the market. 50 years on the market. Think about this, right? There's other companies left and right, 10 years, 5 years, whatever on the market. We have been here for 50 years. And I've been telling this to other people. Just think about this, about how you feel. Would you rather get into the car with somebody that has his driver's license for 3 months, or somebody who has his driver's license for 10 years? I know what I would do. Of course, the person that was driving for 10 years or 15 years. Yeah. Why? Because he knows how to handle the car. He's been into situations where things happen that he had to react, right? So it is important for you to know that 50 years of experience, we have seen it all. We have done this. We have different products. We have different systems. We did it all. And now we have a product on the market for 27 years with over 41 clinical research studies published, right? And a publication of a clinical study, it takes about a year, 2 years, 3 years. So if you would start, or if you started a company 5 years ago and you would start doing clinical research, you would have maybe 2, 3. No, we have 41. So I think these are definitely big benefits of the Juice Plus company. Of course, we have a lot of fun, right? We have a community of like-minded people. I think this is also a beautiful thing. Everybody wants to be part of a community. People don't want another job. But if you ask them to be part of the Juice Plus community, to be part of something bigger, where they can have an influence in other people's lives, where they can do something good for other people. I think this is a beautiful thing. And I think that's why the mission is so important. We've been talking about that, but other companies are like crazy about our mission. They would love to have a mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. I think it's a beautiful thing. Then the vision and the vision of the company, which was created 50 years ago, is we want to create a company that helps as much people as possible realize their dreams. How beautiful is this? This is what are you doing every single day out there. You are helping other people realizing their dreams, right? And then it's, of course, easy to integrate into your daily life. I mean, you have normal job, then you can do it on the side. A plan B can turn into a plan A, right? There's so many things. And then you look at the personal development, which I also said, you will go through personal development here. So I think there's many more I could talk about for hours about the benefits of the Juice Plus company. But the product is definitely one that we are on the market for 50 years. We have the clinical studies. We are actually in an industry, right? The direct sales network marketing industry. It's not a small one. Maybe you have not heard about it, but it's not a small one. I have some numbers here. $180 billion sales in 2019, right? 120 million people worldwide do network marketing direct sales, right? In the UK, $2.5 billion sales in 2019. About 500,000 people in the UK are doing direct sales and network marketing. So it's not like maybe you're sitting somewhere in I don't know, in Leeds, and you think, oh, maybe I'm the only one. No, you're not the only one. There's thousands of there. This is an opportunity. This is a possibility for you to do something extra for you that your plan B can turn into your plan A. And I can talk for hours about this, but I'm 100% sure that we have something.
Listening to you, I would just be like signing up straight away. But one thing, I know this is not part, but there's something that I've picked on that I just want you to maybe elaborate just a little bit more, that I think that is really, really important. You said something about the research, okay? And, our products being one of the most nutritional research products in the world. And in regards to research, I can relate to that. Anybody that's done research, I don't take that lightly from my perspective, because when I did a research, it took 5 years before it was publicized in one of the journals. So I know for them to have over 35 research papers, then that must be a lot of research, a lot of hard work. But just elaborate, because a lot of people might think, right, okay, just a little bit, elaborate in regards to what you mean by the research that Juice Plus is talking about.
It's research on the product. It's research that is done with the product. So we are offering the product. It's 41 clinical studies in different clinics and institutions worldwide. So it's not only in Europe. It's been in Australia. We have them in the US. We have them here in Europe. And what happens is actually where they are researching the impact of the product intake into your body with certain markers in the body. What happens when you take a product like that? Now, I'm not going to talk about what it will do to the body, but what I can tell you is this is the highest standard, right? This is how actually other pharmaceutical companies are also doing their clinical studies. And the beauty thing is we don't need to do them, but we want to do them. Why? Because it is another feeling for you that this is quality, this is safe, this is good for you, okay? Because I can talk about it, Olivia can talk about it, Constanza can talk about it, but it's good to know that we have published 41 clinical studies. And the whole process of a clinical study, if you go to my Facebook profile, I think in June, I did a great interview, Facebook Live interview with Manfred Lamprecht, and he is our director for clinical research. And he was talking about what does it take to do a clinical study. And that takes years. And that is the beautiful thing. So I'm very proud of our clinical studies out there.
Yes, and we're proud too. We're part of it. So, people are here now. The people watching via Facebook, and we know that some people will be watching this, the replay of this thing. The question I want to say, why is this company, Juice Plus, a great opportunity, especially now in the times that the world is in?
I mean, in my 27 years, Olivia, I mean, I've seen these waves, right? I've seen the waves of, when we launched Juice Plus, when we launched the shipping to your home, were like amazing times, right? This is also amazing time. Why? Because people have ears like this when you talk about our product. With ears like this when you talk about our mission and our opportunity. People, the doors are open. You just need to find the doors that are open. In the last 6 months, people have thought about, what about my health? What can I do? How can I enhance? And what can I, in order to support it, right? And the other thing is that the things that were always there because the jobs were always there. This is like the best job for you, and it is crisis safe. Well, suddenly nothing is safe anymore. People start thinking about maybe I would need a plan B. Maybe I would need to earn an additional money here and additional money there, right? So I think this is the best time now. But our business always functions, always works. The opportunity is always there. So in those 27 years, it was not that we went down, 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 and then we had a crisis and went up. No, we went up, 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 up. In the last 50 years, we have shown double-digit growth. So for the people that are now thinking, okay, now maybe it's a good time to start and in a month or 6 months, no, that is not true. It is always a good time to start. Health is always a topic. Additional income is always a topic. So I think that is very important. Now we have a product that everybody can afford and everybody needs, which is a beautiful thing. So I think that the time is absolutely now. Now is the time to start. And I wouldn't have said that like 6 months or 12, let's say 12 or 2 years ago, it was a good time to start. But now it's a super time to start, right? All the ingredients are there. It's like the cake is ready. You just need to jump into it and start eating it.
Yes, definitely. I love that. How many people do you feel about being part of this amazing journey as well? You mentioned before I asked for your last thoughts, Ernesta, I want to mention, previously you mentioned about the age, and you were saying between, the age of 18 and up to however old you can live, really, 85, you said you got thing. But in regards to the younger generation. There's a reason why I'm asking about the younger generation, because our speakers, there are speakers from the younger generation. So, what are your thoughts? What would you say to the younger generations? We have got people, two of our speakers, they are, I will let them say their own ages. They're very young in regards to that. But what would you say? Because I think for me personally, apart from the elder generation, I think the younger generation they're very entrepreneurial anyway. They want to go there. They don't really want to. I know from my son, for example, they don't really want to be working for anyone. They want to own their own business. They want to be entrepreneurial. So what would you say, before I ask for your last thoughts, what would you say in regards to the younger generation? What would be your message to the younger generation in this opportunity?
I got 2 kids of my own, right? They're 15 and 20. And if I ask them what they want to do, they always say they want to do something with purpose. They want to have a purpose. In my time, it was to have a safe job and to do something like be an attorney and be a doctor and stuff like that. Nowadays, people want to have purpose. I want to make an influence in other people's lives. I want to do something that has an impact in this world. So I think this is the perfect job on the side or 100% full-time if you want to make an impact in people's lives. In your own life, by helping other people, you will have also your goals and your dreams realized, which is a beautiful thing. I think with the social media, people are on social media anyway, so now you can combine the two. You can inspire healthy living around the world and connect with other people around the world, build a business internationally, I'm 100%. This is perfect. If you look at, and I'm looking back on 27 years, our business 20 years ago or maybe 15 years ago, right, was different. It was more male, it was more older men, and it was like a classical business where you had to do face-to-face, a product, Now it's all social media. You can share it. You do Facebook Lives, you do a Instagram Live, you share it. You have Facebook groups, you have WhatsApp groups. So it comes natural for the younger generation. So it's perfect for the younger generation. Absolutely, Olivia.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. The young people speak, but I know that you're very busy and we don't want to take advantage of your busy life. But what are your last thoughts? What are your last thoughts to tell people that are on here? There are many people that are on here that are curious about this opportunity, especially many people that are going through really troubled and difficult times. So what would be your last thoughts or your message to these people?
It's a journey. Join the journey. And everything it's already in you. You just need to develop it. You need to go with your team, talk to your spots, to your upline, see what you can do, and then develop it. It's step by step, getting better and better. I always see it like I'm running a marathon. You're running a marathon. It's a long run, which is totally fine. It's a business, right? And while you're running, you're helping other people. You're earning extra money, right? You're learning. You have personal development. So I think it is a beautiful journey. And the other thing that I wanted to share with you is, listen, if you are waiting for the perfect time to go up this mountain, the perfect time will never come, because there's always the wind, there's always the weather, there is always this, there is always this. Start going up that mountain. Start going.
Wow.
I mean, the beautiful thing is that you're not the first one up that mountain.
No.
I wouldn't say millions. Thousands have gone up this mountain.
Yeah.
There is a road. We know exactly how you need to get there. And there's other people like your uplines, the people that you put into the business. They help you. They give you a hand. There's no way for people to be on the top on their own, because everybody wants to join the view.
That's
and
right.
then you're up there. You don't see it yet, but when you're up there, you look at this and you're standing there with your team. You look at this beautiful sunset and you say, wow, was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. Was it not easy? Maybe here and there it's not easy. But let's go. Elevator to success. You need to take the stairs. But I tell you, every single step you're taking is personal development, is helping you, is helping other people. So this is my last message to you, really. What are you waiting for? If you're waiting for a sign, I can give them a sign, Olivia. If you're waiting for a sign, hello, I'm the sign, okay?
Yes.
So if you're waiting for a sign, whoop, 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 I'm the sign. Here you go. So this is me giving you the sign. What are you waiting for? It's all there. It's input before output. Yeah, so don't think that this is like, oh, wow, easy. No, but it's worth it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I love that. I love that.
What
I
are
love
you
that.
waiting for?
If you are waiting for a sign, that is the sign right there. I've just got some comments in the thing. For those of you, for the benefit of those who are watching on Facebook that can't see the comments, we asked, what they feel about this amazing journey. Some people said awesome. Some people said amazing. Another person said it's an amazing opportunity, one that can absolutely change your life. 2 years in the business, and by far the best yes I ever said. Wow. Someone's greeting from Malaysia. We are in Malaysia, guys, and someone's joined us from Malaysia. They're thanking you as well, Ernesto. Someone said, I'm very proud to spread the news to the world of an amazing product. Awesome. There are just so many messages, and they love the signs. So, what someone says, life-changing, the best yes ever. Yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They're all giving you signs as well. So if you are on this call right now, or you're watching via Facebook and you are wondering, What is the sign? I'm praying, I'm asking God for a sign. And Esther's giving you the sign. You got to join right now.
Right now.
The power of your yes. The power of your yes is going to change people's lives.
Start climbing that
say,
mountain
even
now.
Before we even get the other
There's no
speakers,
better time.
oh my God, there are still some more messages coming on. Let me read a few more. Health and wealth, someone says. They're really thanking you, Ernesto. They're loving you. I'm sure they want you to stay. Go climb your mountain, someone says. So if you're watching via Facebook or someone says, go climb your mountain. Awesome sign.
Thank you so much, sir. Bless you for watching.
Failure has a price to pay. Success has a price
Michelle.
to pay. Which
Thank you,
Mopelola.
Thank you, everyone.
So if you're here right now, guys, that alone.
Wow. Thank you,
that
Sarah.
Alone, what Ernesto has said is a sign for you to say, come and join. How many of you, come on, let's talk now. Nobody's listening. Let's whisper. How many of you have been in a job and your directors come down to inspire and tell you to push forward?
Thank you.
Anybody? I've not heard. So this is the type of opportunity you want to get yourselves involved in. So, thank you so much, Ernesto. If you can stay after, then that'd be fine. But if not, we really, really appreciate. Guys, please show some love to Ernesto. Show some hearts, show some loves. That we love him. Show it to him that we are so grateful for him. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. And I'll stay a little bit, but then I need to go back to the family.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much for staying. Guys, amazing. This is what I think. Can you imagine? This is what I love. Directors coming, inspiring us, telling you can do it. We want you to be successful. We want you to do that. That is a company that you want to be involved in. So we talked about ages, we talked about the different people, there's a different diversity. This opportunity is for anybody and everybody above the age of 18 and beyond, okay? Doesn't matter what background you're from, okay? Doesn't matter what walk, as long as you're in the 26 different countries that the company is in, you can be a part of this amazing journey to change your life, your family's life, and at large, the world's life as well.
Yep.
We're talking about young people and stuff, and I talked about different diversities of people. The next people that I'm going to call on, and I'm going to ask a couple of questions that they're going to share, is, guess what, a mother and daughter. We spoke about, Ernesto spoke about, getting people involved, your children, above the age of 18. Well, this is a couple. They are a dual couple. And I hope they can unmute themselves so that I can see them. I love them. They are a beautiful couple, mother and daughter, that are doing this business. And I just want to say out here right now, before we get them on, before I ask questions, is that if you are a parent here, I would encourage you, like we've mentioned before, that, a lot of the young people now, they're going into entrepreneurial, they want to do things, they don't really want to be working for a boss. I'll share a little thing, about my son would cut my neck if I share, but I'm just sharing for the benefit, is that I come from, a Nigerian background, My parents are Nigerian. I was born here, but I've become a Nigerian. And so I understand, coming from an African, and those of you that are Africans may be able to relate to this. Coming from an African background, there were 4 professions that you had to be growing up. Now, I know that it also relates to other communities and other things, but from an African background, a Nigerian background, when they asked you what you wanted to be, it was either you had to be a lawyer, doctor, an engineer, or an accountant. Those were the 4. If you were not any of those 4, you were not successful.
That's right.
And God bless my parents. That was the pressure, even though my parents were not doctors or lawyers. I had that pressure. We had that pressure. Even though your parents, from an African perspective, I don't know if anybody can relate, even though your parents were that, their children had to be that. You had to be a lawyer, doctor, accountant, or an engineer, or you were not successful. That was the community that I was brought up with. And so when they used to ask, I used to go, oh yeah, I want to be a doctor, or, you know, I want to be this, I want to be that, to try and impress. So I didn't become a doctor. I didn't become a lawyer. I didn't become an engineer. My dad is a retired aeronautical engineer, so he was one of the. My mom is a retired nurse, so she didn't quite make that doctor level, but she was a nurse, a retired nurse. But having said that, they used to put pressure. Oh, well, I didn't reach lawyer or doctor, but I do work in it.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching that. So, the part I did not want you to miss was that the part of our director coming on board to talk to us. So I didn't want you guys to miss that. So now I'm going to be going live again, but I'm going to cut this one. So I'll start again because I know some people don't like watching a long video at once. So I'm going to start again in 2 minutes. So stay tuned, guys. So I'm going to end this one. Thank you so much, everyone who has jumped on board, who has been watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. I really appreciate you all. I don't take this for granted at all. Thank you, especially you, Star Blessing. You joined from the start and you're still on. Yes, I know they want us to be nurses, doctor, engineer, lawyers, but you know what? There's money somewhere else that is more than those places. The money we're getting on this business, doctors don't get it, lawyers don't get it. You know, even engineering, so those qualifications that our parents want us to be, they're not getting this money. But you know what? You have to put in the effort as well. So to get that money, nothing good comes easy. So, you know, I'm going to end this video now, then I'm going to start another one again as they bring on the young people in the business. Thank you very much. God bless you.